Love you, sweetie. All right, so Wrinkle Defense.
Yes.
I always say I wish they made it in a skincare potion. I put it on my face. But this is a way that the wrinkles just literally glide out of your sheets when they are in the washer dryer. Unless you keep them rolled up in a ball in the dryer for a couple of days, yeah, they're gonna come out wrinkled. But this is something that is amazing because, you know, not that we all iron our sheets, but we also get a little embarrassed when the sheets are so wrinkled and we're putting them back on the bed, right?
I know, and that's when folks buy their cotton sheets. We all love the benefits of cotton because it's breathable and it's lightweight and it's a natural fiber, but cotton does tend to wrinkle. We've eliminated that with our Wrinkle Defense that you will only find with QVC and with Northern Nights.
Oh, I love it.
Unfortunately, not with the skincare, though.
Oh, darn it. Not
Sorry.
yet. Anyway,
not yet.
Working on that. All right, so these are 600 luxurious thread count sheets. These are Northern Nights, which means they are oversized, they are high quality, they have a nice deep pocket for your feather beds and foam toppers and things like that. And we have lovely colors. So let's take a look at those first, because right now, I believe we have Twin through California King in most, if not all. So on the bed.
This is our denim.
Love it.
I love this denim. College boys room, any male room, any masculine room, but blues are also great for your bedroom because they're very calming and very
That's a really pretty
soothing.
color. It's almost on the slate blue side.
It is.
It's very pretty.
Yes.
Okay, so then, and I did just get confirmation right now, all sizes in all colors, but for now, they'll start to sell out. Here we have.
This is the Dusty Rose, and this has sort of a southwestern feel to it, I think.
A little bit
sort
terracotta.
Yes, a little terracotta, a little salmon, kind of that perfect balance between the two. The moss green, which to me is reading a little bit sage, so it doesn't have a deep brown undertone like you might think from a traditional moss.
Very pretty.
Then we have our ivory. If there is a wedding coming up anytime in the future, ivory is a great option because it's very clean, it's very pure,
I love
and
this
neutral.
color. Yes, and it's not stark white and it's not cream.
No, it's not a buttery color.
It's really high end.
It's
that
like
is gorgeous.
You know when if you're looking at wedding dresses or something along, they have that candlelight color.
That's
what that reminds me of.
Perfect. And then
the dusty lilac, so romantic, very feminine color. Lilacs in bedrooms, I think, are just so fun because they're fun to decorate with.
And not a little girl pastel purple.
No, or not your grape 8 purple either.
Right. And then
buff.
Ooh, pretty.
Now that has kind of a warmer undertone. It's a little bit peachy, just a little bit, but it's not a pink, it's not a yellow, it's a very, very soft. I've been trying to think of the best way to describe that.
I was looking at paint colors yesterday in this color family, and I'm trying to think of a color that it's almost like there was a color I found called Mesa Tan, and it kind of looks like that. It has a little bit of a light clay, again, a tinge southwestern, but it's also got a little bit of champagne in it. It's very pretty. So again, it's a unique color. It's not going to be just another taupe or just another, you know, sort of a latte kind of a color. It's not that brown.
It's kind of, I would call that sort of a more fashion-forward neutral.
Yes.
If you want bolder colors, go with the buff because that's going to help them. It's going to accent them beautifully.
So 2 things I want to talk about. First of all, real briefly, why buy sheets from us? Northern Nights is exclusive to QVC, and Northern Nights sheets are just very, very high quality, aren't they?
They are. They really are. And that's one of the great things about, one of the reasons that I love coming here, because I know that this product is going to work for you. I know it's going to last for you. I know it's going to feel great against your skin.
Right.
And with Northern Nights, it is QVC's own brand. And we stick with natural fibers, all cotton in this case. And what I like to point out about these, because they are Wrinkle Defense, is that they are still all cotton.
Yes.
So they're breathable, they are natural, you just machine wash, tumble dry. They don't feel like anything's been sprayed on or dipped.
There's no coating.
Yeah, you're right, because that's what makes our Wrinkle Defense different than any other wrinkle resistant thing that you might find in your shopping stores.
Right. So let's talk about Wrinkle Defense in particular.
Well, Wrinkle Defense is something you only find with Northern Nights, and really what it means is that every time you wash and dry these sheets, when you pull them out of the dryer, they're going to have that beautiful, clean, crisp look to them, because we've found a way to reduce those wrinkles, to eliminate them, so that the technology is actually a part of the fabric itself. Instead of dipping the sheets when they're done or coating them with something, we actually apply the Wrinkle Defense technology to the threads, so it doesn't wash out.
That's so nice.
It is, it is.
And so you're getting not only the wrinkle defense, which by the way, again, when you get these out of the washer dryer, they just look better.
They do.
You know, cotton, as much as we love it, tends to get kind of wrinkly. So it's so nice to have that wrinkle defense factor in these sheets, again, that doesn't interfere with the soft, breathable cotton feel of it at all.
Right.
The other thing is the 600 thread count, which makes it well into the luxury realm of sheets. And I think one of my favorites. I love the 600s and 700s right in that range.
And you know, one of the great things too about that 600, it is that great middle ground.
Yes.
Luxury begins at 300, but you can go up to a 9 or 1,000
Yes.
thread count per square inch. But when you get into those higher numbers, the fabric feels more crisp. It feels not quite as fluid. It's still got a gorgeous hand. You can glide your hand across it, but it doesn't move as beautifully.
They're heavier.
They are.
They're heavier. When the higher the thread count, when you get way up high like that, the sheets are heavier. These are still very light and breathable and ultra soft. So, in fact, we actually have some animation to kind of demonstrate what we mean.
Yeah, and when we're talking about thread count in the literal sense, it does mean 600 threads woven together for every square inch. Now, this is a little bit exaggerated, but what that gives you is you can see why it would make a difference, because it gives you that tighter weave. That's where the durability comes in. And when you think about that 600, it is that perfect balance because it still moves beautifully. For me, I love the sheets that float. These ripple when you sort of wave
they're gorgeous.
them. Yes.
And again, they look so beautiful on the bed. And with QVC, deep pockets, oversized, so the drape on the flat sheet is so nice down the side of the bed. Nobody's fighting for their share of the sheet. Suzanne's going to show you the pocket. So if you have a pillow top mattress, or maybe even on top of that, you've got a feather bed or you've got a foam topper, this is easily going to cover everything. And the elastic goes all the way around.
It does. And you know, that makes a huge difference for me because we were on vacation several years ago and we were in a like a rental home, one of those type of things. They provided the linens. Well, these sheets that we had the elastic at the corners.
Right.
Every morning I had to remake the bed.
Yeah, I know.
And I kept thinking, I'm on vacation.
It's not as nice a quality.
I don't want to do that every morning.
Let's look at colors again. These are customer top rated. We had sold out of most of our quantity of this particular sheet, and you've been waiting for it to come back. We now have all the colors back in stock in all the sizes, just in time for your fall redecorating or kind of sprucing up your bedrooms. On the bed, we have the denim blue.
The denim, a little bit more masculine.
Very pretty, kind of a midnight, very pretty deep blue.
We have that buff, which, as you said, is sort of that champagne, that mesa.
Very pretty.
That mesa clay, I think you called it. Then we have the dusty lilac, very romantic, very soft looking. Your best neutral in the world is that ivory.
Ivory's
Again,
gorgeous.
not gold, not yellow, perfect balance in the ivory. The moss green, which is leaning a little sage to me.
Yes.
And then we have the dusty rose, which is, I think it's right between like a salmon and a terracotta.
Exactly. So these colors are very rich. They're very grown up. They're very sophisticated. They would work really in a guest room very well, your master bedroom. A couple of these would work great in kids' rooms as well. I love the navy for the boys. I love that dusty lilac for the girls. And then, of course, decorator colors galore with that sage, a beautiful sort of, as you said, a light clay, kind of a powdery, a little bit brown on that one. And then the dusty rose is beautiful too. So stay on the lines. Remember, these are not only 600 thread count, these are also Wrinkle Defense. So with Wrinkle Defense, you have a very soft, breathable, luxury thread count sheet that also doesn't get wrinkly.
Right, and what I like to say is imagine the holidays are coming up. Imagine your mother-in-law coming over, getting into a bed that you've made with the Wrinkle Defense, and she's gonna stop and she's gonna get up in the morning and say to her husband or to your husband, Carolyn ironed those sheets for me.
I know, so impressive.
But you didn't, you just washed and dried them.
That's right. So why not impress your guests, especially if it's your parents or your in-laws, with beautiful sheets like this. And don't forget, today you get 4 easy payments of $21.74. Don't buy your sheets elsewhere. You don't know what the quality is. Chances are you might be spending money for a designer name or some other kind of crazy thing, and then you get the sheets home and maybe they're 300 thread count. It's very hard to find 600 thread count sheets that have that wrinkle defense factor. These are exclusive to QVC, Northern Nights.
And you're getting the whole sheet set.
Yeah.
Every piece you need.
Every piece you need. There's not a missing pillowcase or something else. So if you want these, stay on the lines. They are very popular. They're just back in stock. They're customer top rated. And we have easy pay for you today. 4 payments of $21.74, all sizes the same price. Still to come, we have from Berkshire Blankets, the Cuddly Buddies. Oh, Sharon, these are so cute.